Hi guys, John here from learningguitarnow.com, and in this lesson it's going to be part 2 of a previous lesson where you learned how to combine chords and lead in a slow blues using walk-ups, licks, and various chord forms. If you missed that lesson, then you can find the link in the description. This lesson will expand on those ideas and be for the intermediate player. The rhythms and licks will be a little bit more challenging to play. It will make a great complement to the previous lesson. You can also play them together for one 24-bar piece. We'll go ahead and take a look at the portion of this lesson for free. And if you want the full lesson, the interactive tab, the PDF, the Guitar Pro, and the backing track, think about becoming an all-access pass subscriber. When you become an all-access pass subscriber, you'll also gain access to over 70 courses that teach you the concepts and techniques for playing blues lead guitar, rhythm guitar, and slide guitar. Also, check out my free blues mini course at the link below to get a free 45-minute breaking out of the box course complete with interactive tab and backing tracks. Click the link in the description to sign up for free. Okay, let's go ahead and start this lesson. All right, now I'm going to break the solo down for you into 8 separate licks. We're in the key of B. We're counting this in 12/8 slow blues. I'm using the neck pickup, and I got the volume on about 9 and the tones on 10. For the amp, I'm using a 1966 Vibrolux. You can see the settings right here, and I'm using a Fender medium pick with the round side. Okay, so lick number 1 sounds like this. Okay, so that's lick number 1. And so what's happening, we're starting on the 10th, 11th, 12th count of this slow blues pickup bar right before the 12 bars start. And I'm starting here on the 9th fret of the A string with my pinky. So I got 9 on the A string, 6 on our D string, and then 9 on my D string. And then I'm putting my thumb on the 7th fret of the low E string, barring my first finger on the 7th fret of the D, G, and the B strings, and hitting that B7 chord, and then adding some vibrato too. Hitting that on the first beat, and then hitting it again on the 4th count. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a rest, and I'm moving into right this area, 13th fret of the G string, and striking 12th fret twice on my B string, and then sliding back down 13th fret of the G string. On the 11th, 12th count, I'm playing this 9th chord here, so it's F sharp, 9, and on the first count of the next bar, I'm playing this E 9th chord. So playing the chord here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a cool little rhythm to learn. It's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Accenting that fourth count strike of the E9. Then I'm sliding back up here, 13th fret of the G string. doing this little phrase, 13 G string, 12 on the B string, back to 13 of the G string, then bend up 14th fret of the B string slightly, pull it down 14th fret, 12th fret on the B string, hit that twice, add some nice vibrato to it, then 12, 13, and strike that 14th fret once, but bend it twice. And just bend it, in between at 15th and 16th fret. So that's the notes that I'm playing for lick number 1. We'll dissect that a little bit more. This beginning phrase is going to be from our major pentatonic scale, often used by B.B. King. It's a great way to start any slow blues, that little pattern. Now we're jumping up to our B.B. King position, 13-12. Sounds great over your 1 chord. Also sounds really good over your 4 chord. So we're doing this slide down 9th chord little pattern. Jumping back to our B.B. King position right here. Remember, 12th fret on our B string is our root note. That's our B note, the key that we're in. And doing that little bend, only striking at once. So a lot of little rhythmic things to learn in lick number 1. And it's a cool walk down, If you want to go to the 4 chord, you can just walk down 2 frets above it and play the 9th chord. So this instance, we're doing F sharp, 9, F9, straight to E9. You can do that on the 11th, 12th count. So it sounds cool just to get to our 4 chord. We can play that 9th chord just walking down instead of just playing a bass line. Add a chord to it. And you don't have to strike every single note, really hard. I'm playing a little bit soft on some parts. Not striking it real soft, but just trying to accent certain notes, but not killing the string like. Just try to kind of caress the string when you're playing it, get a more dynamic tone instead of just going. Something like that. Try to stay away from just striking everything the same level. So you want to try to play dynamically and to get a better blues sound. You can just kind of strike everything a little bit different. You don't have to always play, this little phrase. I'm trying to play where you just strike everything exactly the same kind of intensity. You want to vary that in between licks, Just kind of varying your attack gives you a way more dynamic sound. Okay, that's it for lick number 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, lick number 2, pretty cool stuff happening in it. We're coming in on the 6th count of the previous bar. We just did this. That strike it once, but bend it twice. And then we're dropped back to our 1 chord, our B. When we bend that, that's when the B is coming back in, our 1 chord. And then on the 4th count, the 4th count, we're coming in this, striking it again on the 6th and 7th. So you got 3. Right on that 4th count. Remember, 1, 4, 7, 10. Those are your key beats to know. Kick, snare, 1, 4, 7, 10, and 12/8 blues. That's unclear. Please review the previous lesson that we talked about this a little bit more. So you're going to hammer on that same thing. So we had this bend, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a great rhythm to play in blues, right on those counts in a 12/8 slow blues. So putting a rest in between that. Once again, I'm not just killing the string, like kind of caressing the strings once again. This right hand has got to be really loose if you want to pull the sound. You know, if this is tight, you get that. It's got to be loose. Add some vibrato again if you like. And then on the 10th count, we're going to play this lick. A really cool blues lick. Like I said, coming on the 10th count. Now I'm doing a slight rake to give that 9th fret slight bend. So a lot more attitude. If I just went like this, sounds good. I like this better. Makes that 9th fret bend sound huge. And bar, your first finger here on the 7th fret of the B string. Now bend 10th fret up slightly. On the next bar of the 2nd count, we're going to play this little run. Straight down the minor pentatonic scale, 7, 10, 7, and then bend slightly, 9th fret of our G, pull it down, 9, 7, 9, and then hammer on. We're going to bar our first finger, 7th fret of our G and B strings to 8th fret. That gives us major 3rd here. Heavy vibrato on that 9th on the D string. So like I mentioned previously, try to make it more dynamic. Don't just go. Try to vary your attack on different notes. You know, if you have your hand real loose like that, you can kind of it's easier to vary the dynamics of the note that you're picking if you're just very loose instead of really rigid. Okay, that's it for lick 2. Okay, that does it for this lesson. Like I mentioned previously, if you want the full lesson with all the extras, check out the All Access Pass.